bro.
Cheers.
Coming over.
Long time coming, bro.
Star Wars, wizards, comics, and more. Cool and weird like never before. Grab a seat, we're blasting through. The galaxy awaits in Jack's room.
Appreciate it. This is the first episode of Rebel Talk in Jack's room.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure at all. We are in my bedroom.
And I must say, it's an amazing space, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank
You know what
you.
I'm saying?
It's crazy that you actually haven't seen it that much. Like, I think the first time you saw it like this was only recently.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I've seen it grow over the top.
Mm.
You know, I've seen you add to it over the last couple of years and stuff, but I have not been in here enough, to be honest with
It's
you.
quite a lot.
The thing is, once you're here, you don't really want to leave. It is a bit of a, it's a bit of a kid's dream. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you see, that's why I don't like much.
I mean, well, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there's no need.
Yeah.
You know, if this were my room, you probably wouldn't see me.
By the way, this is Jay Picasso.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Jay has a podcast himself, Messy Men.
That's right. Yeah.
I've been on before, which
That's
is
right.
great. And Jay is one of my best friends. We've known each other close to 20 years.
Judo.
It's been a while, man. We're getting old now, but we are getting old.
We are.
But first episode, we really wanted to talk about our first experience with Comicon. Neither of us had ever been. Didn't really know what to expect, and it was an experience, man.
Yeah, it was.
It was intense.
It was really intense. We had a good time. I feel like we'd discussed going for before this one had come up, right?
Yeah.
We'd just, you know, been on the kind of agenda for maybe the last year at least.
Mm.
And then it was like May came around, I think, and it was like, listen, this thing is coming up.
Yeah,
now.
we need to do this.
Yeah.
Like, actually go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we talk about it, and
That's right.
yeah, so it was nice to be actually.
So I sent you the link, and then before you know it, you just bought the tickets. You were
Yeah,
like, I'm
like,
going
oh,
for it.
let's do it.
Let's just do it. And we did.
Yeah, and we just did the standard entry. We didn't do the early one.
No.
Neither
'Cause
of us
it's
are particularly early risers.
No. Also, it's a very long day anyway.
Yeah.
You know, by the time we got there, and I can't remember what sort of time that was.
I think we got there about 1-ish, half one.
Yeah.
Which is quite late considering what a lot of people stand like that.
Absolutely.
I don't think I could have, not from the first day anyway.
Bro,
I don't think I could have done much longer, to be honest. I mean,
No.
we were going from the moment we walked in,
literally.
right? Like it was mad.
Literally. And I think what I didn't really think about prior to going was how much walking it would actually be.
I think my step count
Mm.
by the end, and bear in mind, we only did like a half day. I think I had 26,000.
Oh,
my
damn.
watch.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
I had
yeah.
26,000 on it.
What's that in like miles or kilometers? Do you
Oh,
know?
just low.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about right.
Maybe too much,
That's
yeah.
about
Don't
right.
make me do maths.
No, but it was like, I'm calling it a 10K. Everyone does
Oh,
ask
yeah,
me.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I did 10K that day.
I
That's
reckon
what you
longer.
need to know. Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
I reckon longer.
My ankles will tell you it was longer because by the time I got home, I was like,
It was my hips.
my God.
My hips, my old man hips were kicking in by the end of that. Like I was dying. But it was,
That could have been the Southside though, Jack.
yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, now I get a little one,
Yeah,
two, three.
that's what I was saying. It could have been that. It could have been that.
But it was, I felt like I think we did great on the day. And I think we smashed it. Like we got on with everyone we chatted to and stuff. But
Yeah.
I definitely felt there were elements that we were just underprepared for. Like we didn't know to even, like for example, cloakrooms.
Yeah.
Why we didn't even think to
Yeah.
look for a cloakroom.
Yeah.
But I think we were just, I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, second we got in there, it was just like a whirlwind. And it was like,
Yeah.
I didn't even really I didn't use the bathroom until the end of the day.
Well, and this is what they don't tell you is like, obviously, because there's so many people, everything that you do will cost you some time, right? You remember when we queued for some water?
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't, we were like 5 people from the front, and it was like the march was about to happen. You know, the Star Wars march we went on was about to happen, and we had to leave the queue. And we were in that queue for about 20 minutes. I even disappeared to the toilet, came back, and you were a little bit closer.
Yeah.
But it was like everything in there, it costs you so much time. And so if you're unaware of that, it's like being in a theme park. You can just lose time in a queue if you're not
Big time.
careful. Do you
Big
know what I
time.
mean?
Yeah.
And I think, we were slightly underprepared for that. Can I also say, nothing to do with us, but we were underprepared. It was the hottest day of the year,
my
bro.
God.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like 30 plus degrees.
What a day to be in like
was
cosplay,
crazy.
bruv. It was nutty.
I mean, had I not had that neck fan, I had a neck fan. Obviously, I was wearing my Mandalorian helmet, and the neck fan I had on was pumping the air up into the helmet. It was actually cooler to keep the helmet on
Yeah.
at that point. Without that, I'm not great with heat, and I don't think I would have survived the day like I did.
Melting, bro.
There's an element of there was so much going on, so much distraction that you kind of escape from it a little bit.
Yeah.
But in those few moments where we did stop,
Yeah.
I mean, I had emergency ice pack.
Oh, well, that's where you
Fan.
were prepared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only thing I was
The
prepared
backpack
for.
that you take, and put an image up of the backpack.
Oh yeah, I'll put that out. Yeah.
But it was fully loaded, bro. You literally were like
So the one thing I
prepared for the
didn't put in
galaxy.
it was a bottle of water.
I mean, yeah,
on the hottest day of the year.
That was a catch, yeah. Although it was never going to last. It would have been a warm bottle of water by the time we got there.
True, very true.
So yeah, it wasn't your fault. But yeah, that was a bit unexpected. The heat was not expected. I mean, we knew it was going to be hot, but yeah, what a day to be like. We're traveling into London wearing all of these robes. And
how did you feel on the morning? Like in the build-up, did you feel nervous? Like were you? 'Cause obviously we didn't quite kit up before we got there. Jay kind of wore his. He looked a bit like a masseuse.
Yeah,
I kept telling everyone on the train he was my masseuse.
I had a few offers on the way. I made a lot of business that day.
But yeah, obviously we actually waited until we got there and we kitted up outside, but under the shade of a tree.
Yeah, we were very close to the venue by the time.
But how were you feeling in that little? Especially that moment.
The thing is like obviously what Comicons you can kind of expect by the time you get there you're going to be amongst good people, friends, and a safe space to kind of wear what you're wearing. But obviously when you're leaving South London, and you've got to travel through whatever wearing something that maybe feels
hometown.
Yeah, it's like, and obviously for that reason, and again meeting you, traveling up with you, I think that just made the whole thing. We were just cool, and obviously by the time you get a bit closer, you start to see other people and
for sure. And stuff. I think being like obviously we both make each other feel at ease in those kind of situations anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
We've always been going out and stuff like that. So
absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I would have been. I mean, I wasn't too nervous on the way up. For me, it was that just before when we put all the kit on, when we walked up those stairs and there was that long walkway. And the thing I noticed in that long walkway all the way up was there was hardly anybody on there in cosplay.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we misjudged.
Yeah, we really overplayed our
I was like, oh, wow. And you were like, right, let's go.
Yeah.
And you got the camera and you filmed me walking all the way up.
Yeah.
And as we started walking up, I was getting people turning and I had some wows and I had fist bumps and I had people like giving me the look. It made me feel so much better. And then I started to get my little John Wayne walk on.
Right.
I started to feel better.
Actually, like if you watch that video back, the swagger develops.
Okay, I'll put a bit of a clip up on it.
By the end, the swagger is there.
Yeah, I was feeling it towards the end.
I promise you. Yeah. But admittedly, your costume, your outfit went down it was crazy, bro.
I mean, I loved the costume. And I remember building it and stuff. And thinking, I was like, I really hope people like this. I genuinely was not prepared for the level of love I got for that costume.
That's what I mean, man. Because it was original. It was like, obviously, it was within the universe. It was Mandalorian armor and, the helmet. But the play on colours and the extra aesthetics, with some of the spikes, the wear and tear on it, all of the additional bits of kit that you added to it.
And the little punk Grogu.
And Grogu.
People loved him. I think he had more pictures than I did.
It was a complete look, though, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And it was like, it was an extension of the universe because it's like, well, actually, if you take like the Mandalorians as a whole, there probably are some punk ones out there in a modern, do you know what I mean?
It's got to be, right?
There's got to be, you know. And so it was like, I think it brought to life a creativity that most people don't necessarily exercise in a place like that. You notice
it was kind of a risky thing to do, I felt.
Well, it kind of is because the crowd, they're like die hard.
Yeah.
So it's almost like if you've come as a character, everyone's happy, their attention to detail in terms of what you're wearing is important.
Yeah.
If you sidestep it, you've really got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, and you're either going to get purists of cosplaying characters. I felt like they were either going to go like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Or what actually happened was it was just compliments all day.
Absolutely.
And it was an incredible feeling. I mean, we went asked for photos from the moment we walked in.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, and your costume as well.
Curtis,
it was just so but it was all your kind of like, you gave me the initial kind of base.
Yeah, we knew what we were going for synth-wise.
I'll have to show a couple of clips of us sending this back and forth at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
And then so Jay kind of gave me a base, and then from there I then built kind of armor and stuff to go around that.
Yeah.
But you looked like a movie character.
The additionals. I mean, man,
like mine was a big character. Like it was crazy, it was unique. But you looked like you had walked off a set.
Oh, dude. Do you know what? Like, it felt surreal to walk about. You feel like it's weird because when you're dressed in this stuff, obviously you feel like the character you're dressed as for brief moments. And then you're reminded, hold on, I'm just I'm a dude who's
that moment though when you first walked in though and I got it on film and you look like you fully bodied that.
I mean, it was like you're gonna do a walk or you're not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then I used some kit with Gangster's Paradise.
It was But it was perfect.
It was
so
perfect. I must
perfect.
say it was perfect.
Then yeah, so I'll play that clip
It was
as well.
perfect, man.
That was brilliant.
One of my best moments actually was when we were waiting by the MCM sign, and you know, that woman and young kid came over to me. He was dressed as Spider-Man. You know, he was only like 5 years old. She was like, "Can you have a photograph of you?"
That was amazing.
And it was just like, yeah, this is cool, man. Do you know what I mean? I felt someone had said I look really scary, and I suppose that's kind of the point as well. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Kind
so,
of
like-
the mask that you gave me kind of gave this sort of Mortal Kombat vibe as well.
Yeah, I can see that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You could have been like Sub-Zero's.
Yeah, and it kind of had that
yeah.
kind of crossover with that. So it was awesome, man.
It was cool. Like,
It was obviously very hot under all of that at times. You couldn't help sweat. But
yeah.
But, it was,
But I think what the good thing was everyone was in the same boat. Right?
yeah.
I think
That Buzz Lightyear, bro.
Oh my gosh. I'll tag him in this clip.
Gosh.
I don't know how he must have had some cooling in there. I'm gonna see. We'll see if we can get him to comment on this clip because
he did.
he must have had some cooling in that thing because he did not take that off.
That was insane.
I can't believe he got through that.
Yeah.
I'll tag him below.
Wow.
I mean, props to him.
Wow.
Like, props to him. That was an amazing.
I mean, there was a lot of commitment on the day. I love that. Do you know what I mean? It was a lot of commitment. I mean, look, let's just talk about, we arrive there, right? We get through security, who need to check weapons, by the way, which is interesting. They've got to double check this plastic lightsaber I'm carrying is not a real...
That's the thing. I get like the katanas and I get swords and knives. I get
Yeah.
Why are you checking my lightsaber?
I mean, dude,
Like,
I could have been a Sith, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was just checking that the LED wasn't really going to...
Putting their little tags on it going, yeah, no, that's not a real lightsaber.
Do you know what I mean? Like, just...
At what point was it to you? Like, yeah. I get it these days.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I appreciate that the security.
I mean, exactly. So, you know, but after 5 minutes of walking in, kind of losing our way in terms of it's just massive in here.
My sense of direction was terrible then.
I mean, yeah,
you kept me like, Jack,
like,
we've been here 5 times.
You couldn't find your way back to where we were taking 10 steps from. It was like, this is just fascinating.
I was the helmet. I blamed the helmet.
But there was a lot going on. And yeah, the vision in the helmet obviously is going to be slightly restricted. But you got approached by, a Mandalorian within 5 minutes. And then before you know it, we've been invited on a Star Wars march.
Oh my God, that. Like we didn't know anything about this march. Like we had no expectations, nothing for the day.
No plan.
And within minutes of being there, a Mandalorian rocks up. And they're like, oh, the Mando march is starting. And I was looked at Jay and I was like, okay.
All right.
They're like, yes, we're going to be meeting around here. You coming? And I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Come on. So we went. Jay gets taken off to the Sith Jedi section.
Literally.
Bear in mind, we've come together.
We've come together.
Within 5 minutes, we've been separated.
We're now separated.
I'm thinking, oh, where's my friend?
Literally. I could see you at the front with the bad notes.
And
different class citizen at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see how it is, you guys. Do you know what I mean? Put the Siths at the back. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I'm stood next to Ray.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like, what is happening here? We formed a lovely
definitely put the second class citizen in that group, definitely.
I mean,
but there must have been, what do you reckon, 50 Mandalorians?
Yeah, yes. It was a long...
There's a couple of hundred people in the march.
Yeah.
What we weren't prepared for at all. I just expected, like, I don't know, a little quick up and down in the main corridor.
Yeah, I guess.
We marched for 40 minutes.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
they took us...
My gosh.
They took us everywhere inside.
They took us down the whole strip of the whole...
And then they took... I thought they can't be taking us outside.
They made a mistake doing that, in my opinion.
It was 30 degrees, blue skies, sun... Everyone, especially the Mandos, everyone's in full armor. Luckily, the punk outfit I had like a denim jacket, but I was topless. So I had some airflow going on.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I was the only Mandalorian with that kind of airflow. Everyone else in full armor.
Yeah.
And props to them for not just passing out, to be honest.
Gosh, yeah.
It was incredible. But it was a bit mad taking us outside.
Yeah, that was the only part which made me feel a bit like this is a bit unplanned.
Yeah.
Because it was like we've just left the space where everyone's watching to just gather outside and then they called it a day. But
yeah.
I suppose that was the end of it, so fine. But but it's quite surreal in the sense that...
And then I couldn't find you again, I got lost again.
Yeah. Because it was like, you're just walking through people. And by the time, I didn't even know what we were really on until I'm now following, a few other Siths in front of me. I can see a long queue of everyone else, Mandos at the front. But then it's just like the people who are now filming this march. It's like for every brief second you're passing someone, you just feel famous. You're like,
yeah, there was that. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It was cool, man.
And you're just a part of a crowd, obviously, passing them by. But yeah,
it was amazing, like the response. And I really like. I was so proud of the costume I come up with, especially in that sea of Mandalorians. I really felt seeing it. I mean, the costumes were phenomenal. Everyone looked great.
Yeah.
But it was so nice.
Yeah.
I think because mine was so different, I really, really got a crazy response from people during that march.
Yeah.
And I had so many fist bumps and so many people, like, especially like pointing at Grogu. After the march as well, I got invited to a group of Mandalorian and Grogu people that get together to party as Mando Grogu people.
Cool.
Yes,
Cool.
I mean, they had me.
Put your location settings on when you go.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
But cool, yeah.
They were like, yeah, we've got a party coming up, and I think it's in Edinburgh. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but that sounds kind of cool. They followed me. I have to find them and give them a tag as well.
Yeah, that sounds kind of fun.
But I remember after that march, that was the only moment after that I think we sat down. So we took a break.
Yes. And yeah, we didn't. That was the last moment we took a break as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, which was a much needed one. Again, cracked out your ice packs.
Yeah, they were. Oh God, they
Quick bottle of water. Yeah, and then it was kind of back to it, really, wasn't it?
And as much as obviously I loved walking around with you, and people just stopped us for photos and things like that. That was crazy. The one thing we didn't do is we didn't see any of the convention.
No.
Like, we didn't see a stall.
No.
We didn't see an exhibition.
No.
We didn't see a speaker. We didn't see a performance.
No. We kind of, we were amongst it all, but we were just, it was like there was so much going on. We just kind of walked through it.
Yeah.
You know, by the time we kind of got to what felt like a marketplace, it was just chaos going on everywhere. You know, we walked past the wrestling. So they had that stand happening, but we weren't really paying attention. And that was also where they were doing the meet and greets, but they were isolated. They seemed to have this sort of privacy security thing, so you couldn't even see who the meet and greets were.
Yeah.
Which was a bit odd, because it's like, had you known, you might have decided, okay, I'll go and meet or queue for that person or whatever. But yeah, it was a little bit odd. I must say I was a bit disappointed that there weren't any, because we did bump into one store that was selling like lightsabers, but admittedly they weren't
called Next Level. I remember right.
They weren't. Yeah. I mean, we both felt that the saber options were a bit Timu.
Yeah, and there was definitely it was just lacking saber options in general for the whole thing, which I was quite surprised at.
Yeah,
considering the Star Wars presence there.
Yeah. But interestingly enough, do you remember at that stand, the guy said to you, have you entered in the competition?
Oh, I know.
Now, this is something we need to clear up with them going forward. Like, how do you enter that competition? Yeah. Because you would have won it.
And we were so underprepared. Like, we didn't know anything about this event. And it's kind of, I liked that. We went in blind.
Yeah.
But then when that lady told us that it was a £20,000 grand prize, I could have been cried. I could have cried.
Would have been nice.
We're gonna look at doing the October one.
Yeah.
And the other thing I think we said before is it'd be quite good to maybe do one day cosplay, one day where we just go normal and we can actually then enjoy the con
for sure,
for the stalls and the exhibition.
Absolutely.
Like maybe bring kids along and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, more of a just not so much a participant as like not an observer, but because well, it's interesting. We're walking through a crowd and admittedly, you've got a helmet on, which is somewhat limiting your vision, and I've got this mask on, which surprisingly is somewhat limiting mine. It's very, very hot. We're kind of next to each other. A few people come over, so naturally one of us has to step in front of the other. In this occasion, it's me. I go forward. What keeps happening is people keep stopping you behind me to take photographs, but I don't know this. So I've now just walked like 20, 30 meters like up, and now I've lost you. And I'm like, what's going on? Return to the last point I found you, and you're doing like a meet and greet, freaking signing session. You know what I mean? Signing some dude's back and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Mando Jack. It's like, what's going on here?
Let me just clear this up. I didn't sign anyone's back. Mando Jack. But next time I'm signing a back. Mando Jack.
I swear down. Honestly, we need one of those internal comm system. Like, stop. I've pulled over.
That was the other thing that was definitely difficult in the helmet, was actually communicating. I couldn't hear you couldn't hear my voice out of the helmet.
No.
So we had to kind of like shout at each other from close range. And hope for the best.
And hope for the
best. You had the mask on as well.
The thing is, seeing you was relatively easy because the colours that you had on were like, okay, these are bold, they stand out. Obviously there's lots of bright colours everywhere, but you stood out in terms of everything else around you. So it wasn't terrible, but Yeah, for future, we just need a comm system, walkie-talkies or something.
Walkie-talkie, dope.
Walkie-talkie sponsor. Be nice. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
if anyone, any walkie-talkie sponsors out there,
Anyone's got a walkie-talkie they want to send us.
that would be cool. Oh, we could get a little Star Wars walkie-talkies.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I've seen it like Vader ones.
Bro, don't act like you haven't made some. Or got some already made. Do you know what I'm saying? Flipping it, bruv.
But no, it was such a whirlwind. I would like to go back and do, like we said, like also as an observer, I suppose is kind of the thing. But like, go to just do the stall to maybe see some of the meet and greets, see some of the talks. That sort of thing would be quite cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. There is probably a more chill day you can have there because we had lots of fun, but we were so active, even after the march. And like you said, we went and sat down, but then we went and caught up with a few friends.
Yeah. Shout out Sid and Frankie.
Yeah. Sid and Frankie.
Great.
It was nice to meet them guys.
The Saber 66
Saber 66, exactly.
Yeah. That was cool, man.
And catching up with them, but that then turned into like a lightsaber duel / spinning section.
I think we were doing that for about an hour, right?
Yeah, and exactly.
And there was a great clip. It's like the Avengers Assemble. Have you seen that clip? It was all of us together.
Yeah, everyone's spinning
it was very cool.
But it
was the first time actually getting to meet Sid and Frankie, and it was nice to actually link up with the Saber 66.
Yeah, you gave them a really nice gift, man. That was really thoughtful of you, and you gave them those, and you gave me one, and I love it as well. The card.
The card holders.
Yeah, the card holders. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy with those.
Excellent.
I've actually made a couple of new ones. I've got the Beskar ingot from Manzorine. I've also now got a Republic credit because that was Imperial credit.
Okay.
As well. So I'm trying to expand that a little bit on my Etsy store, which I'll link below.
Yes, Dan. Make sure you do.
But yeah, and then we did a little photo shoot. Shout out pics. The pics took. Oh my gosh! There's still more to come. I think of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flash up a couple of my favorites because Jay looked straight out of a movie.
That was fun. That was
so cool. Frankie as well. Frankie looked amazing.
Frankie looked amazing.
So all of it was great. But pics, you brought those pictures to life, man.
Yeah.
Like they were incredible.
Great job.
Yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully we get to see you again, either at the London one or maybe we'll come up north one time.
Do you know what? It's weird because it's a real nice. What's funny about this is that it's a community here, right? And I'm not as exposed to it as I think you are, but it's just like there's such good people. Obviously, no one's really got an agenda other than the fact that they're into this kind of cool, maybe quirky, almost geeky, nerdy kind of vibes, if you like, but. That is just like people from all different backgrounds with all kind of different walks of life. And yet some mutual, like, it's just really nice to get together with like-minded people. And again, hanging out with all of those guys towards the end was just, it kind of made the day a little bit.
Yeah.
It just felt really at home. And, obviously we'd had a great time wandering around, just you and I, but by the time we kind of connected with these other people, it was just, just made the day.
And I think, expanding on what you were saying about like the community of it, I don't think I've ever been somewhere that felt so diverse.
My gosh.
Like age, ethnicity,
oh my gosh,
gender.
Absolutely.
It felt like the kind of, like everyone was very safe there.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see anyone being rude or
no.
There was no judgment with anybody. I mean, there were some crazy outfits.
Yeah.
And there were the people that went a bit more casual with the outfits.
Yeah,
It didn't feel like the people that went all out were judging the people that didn't, or
no.
It just felt nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was really impressed with that. And it was just nice to see so much inclusivity around that.
For sure.
And I don't think I saw any negativity on the day.
No.
There wasn't a single bit of negativity.
It was a hugely safe space to be in.
Yeah.
I think most people we spoke to, we exchanged socials, if not that, and a photograph of each other.
Yeah.
It was just like, good. But I remember, I think as well, we were, on the moment we did sit down, what was it? Punk Spider-Man walked past.
Yes.
And it was like, let's grab a quick photograph with
the Punk Spider-Man from the Into the Spider-Verse was my initial inspiration for the Punk Mandalorian. And I loved that whole look. And the spikes on that helmet are from a Punk Spider-Man print.
They just
made it, man.
They really did, yeah.
So that was a big inspiration for me. And I was very surprised. He's the only one I saw.
Yeah.
I saw a fair few Spider-Mans.
Yeah, but
he was the only Punk Spider-Man.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I believe, and I didn't see him, I've seen some pictures, but I believe there was a Punk Deadpool as well, which I wish I'd seen.
Oh, interesting.
Because that would have been cool to get a picture with him, but maybe I'll get a picture with him next time.
Yeah.
Also, the ones I'm really gutted I didn't get the photo with was the Super Mario Bros. Mandalorians. you remember they had the pram?
Yeah,
But it was like Yoshi,
yeah.
Egg, Grogu.
That's right.
It was
And they were
Mario,
playing,
Luigi,
as we were
Magnus.
marching, they were playing like the Star Wars music.
Yeah, yeah.
all
And
sorts
I'm
of
really
things.
gutted I didn't get to meet them and take a picture because they were one of my favourites that I saw.
They were,
on the
yeah,
day.
they looked like a proper Mando family. It was awesome.
Do you have one like that you remember that really stood out to you?
What, Star Wars character?
Or just character in general on the day?
I'm trying to think. I mean, obviously, like I said, Buzz Lightyear was.
Yeah.
It just looks. He just looks so like he just done the whole thing. It was like this
the
is
walk and everything.
Yeah, it was like you. It's far too big a spacesuit to really be wearing, but he's just so committed to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm struggling to think of anyone else. I mean, obviously, there's just so many characters there, bro.
Yeah.
So, how about you? Who stood out for you?
I mean, there was Supergirl, right?
Oh,
There was Supergirl.
say no more. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll move on from that one. But yeah, the Supergirls.
She.
There's a few Supergirls, you know, but there was one that really nailed it.
Yeah. She's done that before.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I'm saying? She'd done
Sid as Lady Thor. She looked great.
Great, absolutely.
she looked really
commitment
good.
to the outfit, and,
Yeah.
and actually more commitment. The fact that you went with a backpack with super glue.
Oh, to fix Mjolnir.
To fix
the hammer. Yeah.
yeah.
That was
Just suggest it. All
I had
absurd.
glue, screwdrivers,
Yeah.
screws, batteries,
Like
Velcro.
Velcro strap.
I was like ready for everything to go wrong, and actually, not much went wrong.
No, you covered everything that had happened.
I think a couple of times the shoulder things fell off because of the backpacks and stuff.
Yeah. It was a lot of dismounting at times. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
so
that was going to happen.
there were ways I would think I would do that better next time, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like you said, if we'd known about lockers, I wouldn't have worn the backpack.
Yeah, for real.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you made it work around that. You made a nice adaptation to the shoulder strap on the backpack, which the shoulder armor plate, velcroed onto, which was dope.
But then it's kind of taking it off and on.
Yeah, and
quite
yeah,
difficult,
exactly.
isn't it? Yeah.
But so in future, I wouldn't have worn the backpack around all day. But again, you just without knowing, you just want to be prepared, and walking around without a wallet or without anything on you feels a bit risky.
Yeah, and like you said as well, everything takes time. So if we've got to go over to get stuff out of the cloakroom all the time, we didn't know if there's a queue for the cloakroom.
That's what I mean.
Well, we didn't know.
We didn't even know where it was.
It wasn't actually until we met Billy. Shout out Billy. Billy was amazing.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
such a good laugh.
Yeah.
Me and Billy had been talking on
Nice
Instagram
guy.
for a
Really
while,
nice guy.
but we never met. And then when we got there, and Billy was like, "Why haven't you put this stuff in the cloakroom?" I was like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
We said, "Obviously, there's going to be a cloakroom, right?"
Billy was like, you should have checked Trivago. Like, joking, Billy. Like,
Yeah.
Just figured a ride, bro. What do you mean? It's like, obviously, there's a cloakroom. It's like, yeah. It's been 4 hours, Billy.
But
Thanks a
Billy
lot.
introduced us to a bunch of people as well. I mean, Billy seems to know everyone in that community.
I can see that.
guy.
After following him, I can see he's really a part of that community. So, it's
so
a really
he's such
nice
a
guy, though. Really welcoming as well.
Yeah, and hopefully we get to hang out with him again if we go in October time, which I'd like to go. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down, man. Like, again, it's just a nice opportunity to get together with.
I think we need to do a duo outfit.
Oh, bro,
I think we
more
need to do-
inspiration for what you want to go in October.
Do you like the idea?
Love.
Would you do it with me?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll do it.
I won't say what it is because we want to surprise people.
Yeah, and in fact,
Yeah.
I think we should do one episode of this just before we go.
Revealing the outfit. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm happy to do that fully dressed.
That idea is going to pop. I think. I think
For
it's
sure.
gonna pop.
Oh, for sure. For sure. It'd be a popular one going forward.
Yeah.
Do
Definitely.
you know what I mean? Like,
And we'll enter the competition as a duo. I don't know if you can do that as a duo.
we'll split the 20 grand either way.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'll dress as Grogu if necessary. You know what I mean? Mate, I will commit to the role, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Wiggle my ears and
Just
all of
the
this
fact that if I was the Mando and you were the Grogu, just purely on hype, that would be so funny.
But I say something.
Oh dear!
Anyone who's got something to say it
Just,
now.
you know, the Grogu's like wants food all the time. And just walking up to people like,
Literally, give me that snack.
you're like, "Yes, sir." Oh dear! Oh,
That's
dear.
what I mean, man.
That's the next. I think what we'll do on the next podcast is I've seen the Mando Grogu film. You haven't yet, but we're going to go see.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
And then we can talk about the movie. I think that will be.
I hope people haven't seen it. They won't believe I'm a real fan. You know what I'm saying?
You're busy man though.
But
You're a
this
busy
week,
man.
I'm going to see it this week.
Yeah,
for sure.
so-
For sure.
And we can discuss that on the next one.
Yeah, absolutely,
Definitely.
bro.
But yeah, I think that was that whole day though. I like shout out MCM. So something I've actually seen online that I don't agree with. The big thing I've seen people moaning about is, it was over capacity. It was too busy. It was too much. These are people who've been going to Comicon for like a decade, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, back in the day, it was cheaper. Obviously, back in the day, there weren't as many people.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, back in the day, they preferred that. This has grown,
Mm.
and it comes across as very gatekeepy when I see these people talk about it. Because realistically, that event, they can't be over capacity legally for safety reasons.
No,
They can't oversell
no,
tickets.
of course you can't.
And whilst it was crowded, I don't think it was overcrowded.
No,
At no point did I feel hemmed in.
no, not at all.
At no
Not
point.
at all.
So I think the MCM staff there were great, especially when we did the march of keeping everyone out of the way.
Absolutely.
Like
yeah.
shout out those guys running. There's one guy who, for some reason, always had a pan of chocolate. He seemed to be just whipping. He was a member of the MCM staff.
Crowd control.
He was going, right, everyone out of the way, just whipping out another pan of chocolate. And I looked at him, I was like, where are you getting these from?
Like, what is that?
He had so many pan of chocolates.
My God.
But no, shout out, I think, to those staff. Like, they really kept that all in line.
Yeah.
It flowed the whole time. I don't think it was over capacity. And I don't like, there's a lot of people going, oh, it's so mainstream now. It's like, well, yeah, let's have things go, man.
I mean,
Make it more popular.
oh, yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
We've always been fans of this kind of nerd culture. We've always been Star Wars guys, comic guys,
Well,
Marvel guys.
absolutely.
This is just our first time.
Yeah.
And I think there will be a lot of people that they're not just jumping on a bandwagon.
No.
They're
Also,
just finding the opportunity.
I mean, look, man, like culture is moving this way anyway. Look how many like, TV shows there are and remakes and all of these things. It's like, it's so much
Part of the biggest
culture.
movie franchises in the world.
And that's
MCU,
my point.
Star Wars.
Exactly. So when it comes to events where these individuals will gather who enjoy these types of things, it's like, what do you expect, man? This is no longer it's
not a
longer,
niche.
it's not a subculture anymore. It's very much
popular
a
culture.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
it
that
really
means just expect the crowds,
Yeah.
unless you want to go create a new event, which in time would probably build up to just as much. It's
Yeah.
like, that's what this is.
It's just a natural
And to
progression.
be honest with you, that's what makes it so good. I don't think I would have had as good a time had there been half the number of people there.
Yeah.
Like, it would have
Because
felt a bit.
No one there was
what's
rude.
the
No one there
point?
was getting in the way. No one was pushing through.
No,
Yeah, there were a lot of people.
no, yeah.
And considering how hot it was, people in great spirits. There was nothing
Well, that's the
nothing
other
had
thing.
nothing negative
You
to
had
say
the
about it.
outdoor area as well, so it wasn't like
Yep.
you had to be stuffed
Yeah.
inside. Do you know
Exactly.
what I mean?
So yeah, I do feel there's an element of miserable gatekeepers out there.
Yeah, for sure. And I
Mm.
disagree with
Very
that.
small culture of them that I've only seen online. Didn't see them on the day, thankfully. Didn't see
Well,
those.
yeah,
kind of
I didn't
people.
experience it,
Yeah,
certainly, but who's going to gatekeep two guys that have gone above and beyond to dress up and make an
Mm.
effort to be there? Do you know?
And just
You'd
because
be
it's our
foolish
first
to do that.
one doesn't mean we haven't been fans of this culture for forever.
No, and that's my point. Look, it's nothing to do. First one or not. First of all, you have to go at some point. Everyone's going to have a
Everyone's
first
got the
Comicon,
first, yeah.
and at that point, you decide whether you go back. And I would definitely go back.
100% will go back. Yep.
Good day. And again, like you even said, there'd be a time where I'd even take the kids, man. It'd be like, they would really enjoy that. It's a totally different.
If you take the
vibe
girls,
for them.
we've got to make them Ewoks.
Oh, they would definitely listen. They are going there. I'm committing them to the role as well. Do you know what I mean? Hottest day of the year or not? Do you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
hopefully, come October time, the temperature should have dropped.
Yeah, and listen, this is the UK, so maybe not, but but also, yeah, more
There is the
likely.
potential. I'd like to maybe go up to Birmingham. I'm hoping maybe to go up there to work with Saber 66. That's something that we've kind of thrown out there with Sid and the Saber 66 team,
Yeah,
which would be quite cool. Because Birmingham, the NAC is huge, right?
dude.
It's a big place. It'd be
Yeah.
quite cool to go up there. Obviously, it's a bit more of a commitment.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
100%.
end of August as well. So it's hot.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we'll get on with that one. But definitely going to be there for the London one. There's also, I'm seeing so many other conventions popping up now on my feed.
I mean, yeah.
So
I
many.
think the algorithm knows. It's like, oh, you went, did you? Cool. You're interested? Cool. Let's
Yeah,
keep it moving. So I've seen a few that's popped up as well. Obviously, you can't make all of these things, and at some point there is an added cost and time, and especially if you happen to travel. For us outside of London, it becomes a bit more of a commitment.
Like hotels. For that.
Yeah, but again, definitely happy to do it. It's just, it's not something I would go to every month.
Yeah, yeah.
But once a quarter seems about right for me. Once every half a year or something, I'm definitely down.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
definitely right. It's something that I
good vibes.
can definitely see myself it's now part of the couple times a year future sort of vibe.
Yeah.
And obviously I like making things. It allowed me to level up my creative outlet a little bit as well, costume wise.
Well, yeah.
I literally bombard Jay with ideas.
I love it.
Just constantly.
Oh, what's
I
that?
feel bad sometimes.
Don't ever feel bad.
It'll be like a whole day's worth of
I'm
look at this,
I'm getting
look at this,
exclusive.
look at this,
That's
look at
what
this,
I mean.
look at
I'm
this.
getting exclusive. Do you know what I'm saying? From the the template all the way through to the
Yeah,
finished
man.
work. Sometimes, do you know what I mean? So
I think I'm really looking forward to leveling up for our next outfits, the next cosplays as well.
yeah, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's it's gonna be fun
Mm.
when we do that.
Yeah, man. So I don't think I had any other bits on my agenda. I think it's flown.
Done pretty good.
Absolutely flown. I mean, there's I suppose that's our reactions and our takeaways at the end. Now, before we finish,
Yeah.
I have a present for you.
Oh, snap.
It's something that I've made.
Okay.
Jay has no idea what
No.
I've done for him here.
No.
This literally came down to the wire of getting this finished. You were in the house.
I was
whilst it was finishing.
downstairs.
And I was like, do not come upstairs. I'm finishing this up.
Yes, yeah.
Right. And I'm so excited to give this to Jay. You got to close your eyes though, right?
Okay. All right.
Right.
All right.
Eyes closed.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Hold out your hands. Right. Let me just quickly myself ready. Open your hands. Open your eyes.
Shut up! Shut up! Bruv, are you crazy? What? Bruv, that is nuts. Are you crazy, bruv?
I'll put up a picture of what Jay's seeing right now, but
Are you actually, bro? Are you?
it's for you, bro.
Oh, dude, are you serious?
To commemorate our first podcast in the bedroom,
Bro, that is so
to commemorate our first Comicon together,
thoughtful, man.
and to commemorate the
What?
future of our Comicons and cosplays together.
Oh my gosh.
With Darth
bro.
Daddy, it's just
You
for you,
actually committed to the role. My bro.
I'm
So
so glad you like it, man.
Bruv, I mean, I don't know if the cameras can pick that up.
I'll get a close up.
Yeah,
to
that
the
is
screen.
wild, bruv. That is actually wild, bruv. I'm just like, this is obviously straight in the house, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm starting Jay's room tonight.
Yeah, I like it.
One collection at a time. You know what I'm
It's like
saying?
something some shows.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh, snap, brother.
He came out amazing.
Oh, man. And you literally wrapped this up like, what, just before we started this?
Well,
little bit
literally
of this?
just 30 seconds before I hit record.
That is
I
crazy.
popped the last blade in. That's the last bit to go.
Bro, that's so thoughtful, man. Thank you.
You're
Honestly,
welcome.
I love this. This is just amazing. Thank you, bro.
You're welcome, bro. Well,
Like-
you're my boy.
Yeah, well,
Without
I
doing
just,
it,
and you
it's-
printed me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to print myself one just so I can have it.
Yes,
Right,
bruv. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, please print yourself one and then give me it as well.
Yeah.
I'd like a copy of you because that.
I'll put me and you on my wall as well.
Yeah, I want both of us because that's for me. That's my first Comic-Con as well. And bro, it's the other action figure to this day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So please print yourself as well, bro.
I think that'd be nice. I'll definitely have us both pride of place on my wall as well. But
That
yeah,
is
first one though,
wild.
it's just for you, bro.
That is wild.
Darth Daddy.
My gosh. Let me know if anyone wants to buy these. Okay? I will be doing signature versions. Do you know what I'm saying at some point?
I'll give you an affiliate link.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, that is crazy, bro. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Seriously.
Love you, man.
Big respect. Love you too, bro. And thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you for coming on, bro.
I really
Well,
appreciate it.
you're the guy that I want to do this with more than, you know, than I've ever done this sort of thing with. So obviously we did the Messy Men one. And I love that. And I'd love to come back and do another one of those as well.
For sure, man.
Jay's podcast, we talked about mental health, men's mental health, and how important, you know, just being open with each other is. And then that has then led us to do more of this sort of stuff anyway. And I think, you know, I want to get back on that with you. And obviously I love having your input for these ideas as well. So yeah, you know, you mean a lot to me, bro. So I wanted to do something nice for you.
Well, I appreciate it, bro. And it's
Yeah.
a real pleasure, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I look forward to coming back on the show and
Thank you,
having
my man.
another chat, bro.
Well, this is our first Rebel Talk. And it's been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
That's good, man.